Welcome back to the World Go channel. I'm your host and self-appointed Go evangelist, James Story. Today's lesson is in the side extensions series. We're going to look at, once again, we're going to look at the three-point jump when white has stones on the third and the fourth lines. We're going to revisit this. We looked at one sequence last time, and that is when white played here and then black honied on this side. But now, and that was in the book. This was not in the book, this hane over here. And so I just took it as like, oh, this is probably a bad move, and that's why it's not even in the book. But I started playing around with it, which I really suggest you do with your stones is, get them out, play around with them, go through some of these variations, because that's really the best way to learn it. So, and I just couldn't find out where this move was bad for black. So I had a friend look on Katagui, and Katagui suggested this line. So Atari here. All right, and black extends out. Now white can't save this stone by extending out here because black will Atari, white extends out, and then black will not only cut this stone off from this stone, it'll actually grab this in the ladder, won't it? White, black, or white, black. It's just going to grab this stone. So that's an unreasonable move to try to save this stone by white. So what white does instead here is white plays down here. All right, and then black gets some free forcing moves here, Atari and Atari, and white can extend down here and capture these two stones. But the problem is once again, black is going to connect here, and they cut this stone off from this stone. Now, locally, this is a really big victory for black, but nothing happens in a vacuum on the Go board. So perhaps that's the best that white can hope for. But all other things being equal, what white tries to do instead is they play this move here. All right. Black can't extend or can't connect this way because then white will come back, capture these two stones, and black just has no chance of getting out, and white will then reconnect these two stones here. So what white does instead, or what black does instead rather, is rather than connecting here, they capture this stone. All right, and then white Ataris. And then what black does is they don't connect. Instead, they Atari up here. So they create kind of a big co-threat or co-fight that's kind of in their advantage. They would love to get this move in. That way they've stolen the side, disconnected these two stones, and gotten out into the center. So that'd be really good for black rather. That'd be really good for black. White might try this move here. And black can then just kind of slide out to here and easily make life. Even if white gets this capture in at some point, black can still connect here, and they'll slide out enough to make life. Now, obviously, if white has a bunch of stones over here already, that could affect what happens in this battle. But Katagui ends, the Katagui analysis ends at this point here, where black has played up on top of this stone. So never a bad idea to get out your stones and play around with them. Oops, it ends right there. I think you kind of have to help you memorize these sequences. I think it's imperative that you get your stones out and play around with them. Anyway, I wanted to go through that one there. We looked previously at what happened when white played here and black honied here, and I want to follow it up with this move here to see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching the World Go channel. We'll see you next time. If you like what you saw, please give me the thumbs up. Goodbye.